Today, the information is launching a new newsletter sponsored by Nebius, focused on AI infrastructure. It has become one of the most closely watched stories lately, with data centers and power being at the center of the conversation. Today's column offers a bit of a reality check on the power that's going to be needed for all these compute facilities. I want to bring on Ann Davis Vaughan to tell us about the piece that she wrote. Ann, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much, Akash. It's great to be here.
I say welcome back because I anticipate that we're going to have you on more and more as you write for this newsletter, and we're so excited for you to do it. Congratulations on the launch. Look, I want to start with a bit of a high-level discussion here on the AI infrastructure story. I mean, there's so much money, there's so much work to do, it takes so long. From your initial reporting here, and you've been studying the space for so long, I mean, are things ahead of schedule? Are they sort of right in the pocket here? Are they behind where people thought they were going to be? What's the lay of the land right now?
Sure. I would say that there is a bigger risk, at least for some projects, that they'll be behind where the market wants them to be, and that execution at a high level is going to be at a huge premium in 2026. There's just so much more to it than the models and the chips. And Silicon Valley is having to go deep into the fiscal economy to get this done.
Right.
The companies have realized that there's no other, institution or industry that is as willing as they are to move on their timeline. So they're rolling up their sleeves and getting really physical. And this is in effect, a software industry that is having to learn to get involved in the industrial economy. And so the way I think about it is that the rest of the world is thinking about this as a computing race, but the players are really going to have to get on the industrial battlefield if they want to even compete in the model race because of scarcity of everything that they need. And so they're building their own power plants, their own supply chains for transformers and solar modules. They're coming up with novel rate structures with utilities. They're doing a lot of things that have never been done before and jump-starting energy innovation all at the same time.
And so as you think about the topics that you want to drill into with your newsletter, what are sort of the areas that we can expect you to double click on in the weeks to come?
Some we're always going to be talking about the colossal scale and speed that the industry is trying to move at. Some of the other themes are trying to understand what about this highly frothy economy is durable. And when you think about this infrastructure race, we are talking about several multi-trillion-dollar industries that have to get involved for this to happen. It's not just Silicon Valley, it's Wall Street, but then it's the utility industry, power, the oil and gas industry, the clean energy industry, everybody, needing to improve their own execution and speed to meet this moment. And so, looking at what's durable, because some of the infrastructure will obviously be, built with like decades long time frames, and we're having to figure out how to match those timeframes against what the AI contenders want. And I would say, we start the column by saying there are two things that are misunderstood. I believe people don't realize how long it's going to take to get the gigawatts you hear about in announcements actually pulsing through these servers and big colossal data centers. But the other thing people don't realize is how much innovation this heavy amount of constraint is really producing, wholly apart from AI models. Like, we're talking about step changes in data center energy efficiency and massive R&D and innovation into large-scale energy moonshots. And there will be a huge dividend from it.
Well, and it's certainly interesting. I mean, look, things are obviously moving faster than they ever have. The question is, can they move fast enough to satisfy all the investors that have been moving even faster to pour money into the space. I'm so excited that you are authoring this newsletter, and I look forward to reading it. That is Ann Davis Vaughan, our AI infrastructure columnist here at The Information.